So
Yes, sir.
I always choose my words carefully when I talk about the secretary and the president. Um, but I'm allowed to disagree with policy. So let's talk about this policy of attacking service members who are speaking out purely political speech. The don't follow orders uh, video that was made
Hmm.
um, got a lot of attention. The timing of it, and although it wasn't overtly stated in it, the implication in that video was it was clear to any watcher that they believed that unlawful orders had already been given, and I think that's where the secretary is planting his flag. He's like, you were implying without saying, you're implying these orders have been given, and that's conduct unbecoming, or that's Article 88 worthy.
Sure.
I am. Let me do a little time machine and roll back for you. On September 1st of this year, of last year, is when I retired. At midnight, I was sitting right here at midnight when I became a civilian, and I was recording myself actually going through that moment just to see what it looked like. And 3 minutes after midnight on September 1st, I published an essay on my Substack called "The Oath of Office." And it's about 2,000 words long, so probably a little bit long to read than most people want to read these days with short attention spans. But about halfway through that, I had a whole section on following unlawful orders, and I explained that it is the law that you're expected to not follow unlawful orders. Your duty is to not follow unlawful orders. And I explained that in the context of my last job, which was I was a professor at OU teaching this to my students who were going to be lieutenants soon. So it was fresh in my mind. It was a really important element of my essay and an important element of my personal decision to retire because I saw back in February of last year, I saw the writing on the wall. I knew where this was headed. I knew it was bad, and I feared that unlawful orders might come, or I might be asked to violate my oath of office. So when I published that essay at midnight on September 1st, 24 hours later, the boats in Venezuela were being blown out of the water. And I say that in response to your question
Sure.
is if someone wants to know how I feel about unlawful orders, I already have